The integrated science and technology major is unique in a number of aspects. Students design their own path of study based on their individual interest and can even create their own concentration. The doors of ISAT also open career paths to the private and international sector in addition to the government. ISAT grads enter agencies and corporations such as the Environmental Protection Agency or the Earth Satellite Corporation. But why ISAT? The list of credentials is there, but what's the deeper meaning? The answer is here.
I think what ISAT has to offer students is the opportunity to get hands-on experience in science.
I chose ISAT because it sounded like the most fun. I mean, you've got all the best parts of sciences put together. You're building stuff, you're just messing around, you know. It's just a fun major.
You know, at JMU and within the ISAT program, the students that are doing the work are the undergrads. The undergrads are the ones, you know, after even a year, you can be in the lab actually doing things hands-on to the kinds of high-tech equipment that you might not otherwise get unless you were in a graduate program.
Because with our strategic sectors, the first 2 years they take all the same things, but then their junior year they can branch into different areas, and their senior year they can choose one or two, and they're wildly divergent.
So what you notice is you've got lecture area, you've got lab environment, all integrated together. So it's not just sort of the standard sit in a classroom and learn something. It's learn and do, and come back and learn some more and do again.
I mean, ISAT's got some amazing facilities. They've got some of the coolest labs ever.
And there's a number of projects that have gone on in here. Two of the ones that are currently going on are explorations as to whether or not you can effectively turn algae into biodiesel. One of the downsides of using corn or products like that to make biodiesel is that there's only a limited supply of land and there's a limited supply of food products. But we have virtually the wide ocean to grow something like algae in. So the study that's going on in this rack here is actually looking at different types of environment to grow algae in. Are there different ways that you can promote algae growth that you can then harvest and turn into biodiesel? Now the project that's going on in this facility over here is a test to see whether or not you can use algae to scrub the carbon dioxide from industrial emissions. So, for instance, in coal-burning plants, they crank out a lot of carbon dioxide. Can you run the exhaust from a coal-burning plant through a vat of algae and use that to scrub off, let the algae take the carbon dioxide out of the exhaust before you release it into the environment?
They've got some prototyping machine that uses a laser in a big pan of nylon dust.
This is the build chamber, inside of which is is nylon powder, and each layer is built out of nylon powder. As a laser draws on it, it becomes solid. A next layer is laid down, and that's built, and the next layer is built, and so on and so forth. And when you take the whole thing off and dust it off, basically what you end up with is something that comes out of the machine just like that, completely movable, not assembled. This is the way it comes out of the machine.
So you can make objects that like you would never have been able to make before. You can make
a rook, a chess piece with a double helix in the inside of it. I mean, look at this kind of thing. That came out of the machine just like that.
Our graduates have gone to a lot of companies that say, wow, we really like how these students are prepared and we want more. And so I think it's because the world is not very finely defined now.
And I think that the ISAT major is an important piece into addressing the issues that face the world.
It's just a fun major.